Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to Alan Wake. First thing, I checked and it seems like there's no way to change the difficulty mid-game, which isn't completely unusual, but it's a bit of a bummer. But that means that we just gotta tough it out and win. It's just gonna be not exactly easy. So if you get a hold of this game, keep in mind that it's gonna put you through a bit of a thing. There you are. And you as well. And we didn't even use another battery, that's good. Or at least not... I mean, we just barely got done there without using another battery, even one more. I mean, maybe I did use one in between there. I already kind of forgot. It comes so automatic. But yeah, the game will fight you, and if you put it on normal, and you gotta get used to fighting in a bit of a, unorthodox way, which is interesting and good, but you gotta then, sort of master the mechanics here, because otherwise you're gonna see a lot of deaths, and I will too. But that's, again, I might get frustrated at some points if I keep dying, but it's not happened yet so far. And again, I'm supposed to be good enough to avoid that by fighting. It's kind of fine to me then. In light, you can hurt them, as I believe we've seen that text once at least before. So, indeed, we're in the process of trying to... And there's another... That TV is going to do a thing. The only question is it going to be a Night Springs thing or a Nightmare thing? Give batteries, good. So... Night Springs.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
Bear fruit, you say? Yeah, and still, those episodes and those just give a bit of a change of pace to the proceedings here, and I really am interested in seeing those. Thought I saw something. Ooh, read, yes.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Interesting. Also, I sense a fight coming, just saying. Question is from which direction? Oh! Oh boy. Oh! Too close, too close, too close. Come on, flare. Just just die. Come on. Jeez. Okay, so do you guys want to dance then? Now the playing field is a little more level. Ow, ow. That's fair. Gotta admit though, even though I've been complaining about the dodging a bit, it does obviously make worlds of sense that our writer wouldn't be exactly the Neo from Matrix when it comes to dodging. That does make perfect sense though, so it is true. And it still is a mechanic which just you need to master to be effective at. It's not as such the fault of the mechanic, I'm sure. It's just I'm not too good at dodging is the problem really when it comes down to it. I would enjoy a stamina bar now that I've sort of been challenged at this, but oh well. To know when I can run and when I can't. But that's small details. Oh well, you know. An important thing, but not a deal breaker. Also, oh wait. I thought I saw like a light, but I might be mistaken. Yeah, no. Okay. I don't like those noises that the world's making. Flares and everything else. Good. So, open the gate. Full of batteries, that's good. Can we... There we are. And we have a car. Oh, and a thermos. Give. Always time for a good cup of coffee, you see, yes. Nothing here. I thought I saw a glimmer of something there, but apparently no. Okay, well, so, we go drive. Okay, what's gonna happen?
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Oh, okay.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
Thanks for mentioning that, Alan, sure. Like, one time you could have monologued about, like,
Today,
the
I
view
would
or
meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
I'm telling you, there's no way he has Alice. Alice went into the lake. I don't think he fished her out, you know?
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true.
No.
The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Textbook case of insanity, so... You mean to say you're crazy, or is it just a pun on the concept of a textbook? There's a light there on the rock that almost looks like a page, but it's just a light, okay. Let's hope there's no collectibles, you know, up those stairs, because I'm not gonna just, you know, stop and look at every spot just to do that, you know? Hello? I don't see anything in... Oh! Oh, there's a radio! That I'm gonna stop for. Give me a second. Radio! Let's listen to radio. Ah, come.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. And I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Perfect. Now that means that Pat Main is, you know, up and at him. That's good. Now we can just keep on going and focus on our task at hand here. Oh boy, come on, come on! There you go. Oh, wait, how? I came. Oh, hold on. I came from there, from across that bridge. I mean, and then went around. So here. Yeah, that looks more like it. My spatial awareness and my sense of direction is world class, as you can all see. Yes, good, great. Hill. Yes, I think it's a hill. That's true. Yes, good. Boyo. Come on. I got a feeling there's gotta be something in there. Either a... Like, I figured I wouldn't check, you know, every place, but that tower has got to have something in there. It can't just sit there and be empty, you know, that I refuse to believe. And there is a radio.
Welcome back to KBF-FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Oh, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Yeah, fair enough. But, no ending music this time? Okay. That's an interesting, like a theoretical philosophy point. Like, is there just that one, or is there or is there more than one? Or is the one a person? Like, okay, so there's like three things to unpack there. One, is there the one, the right one, that, you know, you get this one chance to, you know, let's say couple with, you know, become a pair with, let's say, yeah, and if you lose it, then you lose it. Or the second option is there multiple people who can be equally as right, the one in different stages in your life. Or 3, is there only the one, but you get your whole life's time to reach the situation of being, you know, a pair with that person. So, I sure as hell don't think that it's... I kind of agree with the doc there that it sounds really just depressing that there would be only one tiny moment of a shot if you miss it and then you're gone forever, like, and you know, incomplete forever. That doesn't sound too promising. But I also think that people change enough, in my opinion, that I think different people can be the correct one in different times in your life. I got a feeling that's gotta be true, because the person that feels like the one at some point might end up changing over time in, say, like 5 or 10 or 15 years, so that you may sort of grow apart. And there's nothing wrong in that. It doesn't, you know, take away those 10, 15 years like wasted. If you had a good time in being with that person, that has value, or is extremely valuable in itself, I feel. But let's hold that thought.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Interesting. So Mott is the kidnapper. Again, quote-unquote kidnapper, because I don't remember the specifics, but I'm calling it he does not have Alice. Like, that I feel like I remember that being maybe the case, I'm not sure. But even with that doubt, it doesn't fit at all that she would, because Alice is gone because of the darkness. That would fit the cycle with the poet person with Barbara, whatever the last name was, I forget. But the Lady Satan, well, the darkness is wearing the Barbara skin, as is, you know, and yeah. So that means that the darkness took Barbara, and the darkness also took Alice. That's got to be it. But yeah, I like to think that thoughts about the one and all that, about relationships. It's like, I don't think there's necessarily the one. There's just there are people who fit to each other, and, you know, cause happiness in each other, and that's good. And there are more than one people.
I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Right. And I feel there's more than just that one person who can do that. So, you know, if you feel like you've, you know, missed a chance with someone and it's, you know, not gonna happen, that's not a reason, in my opinion, to despair about life. As the doc said, plenty of fish in the sea. So that's more or less what I feel about that. I like to think, you know, hopeful. You know, it's like happiness is a thing you can find, and part of it is also in the attitude. So if you don't despair about finding the person, you're on the right track. I think, at least. While there were some earlier residents in the area, the true genesis of the town of Bright Falls came with the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Company and the opening of the Bright Falls coal mine in 1878. Although the work was hard and dangerous, many immigrants, Germans, Poles, Italians, Finns, and Swedes, among others, worked the mines. Haha, Finland reference. I like it. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich but hard to get at, and the volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. Well, yeah, that sounds like the case. Oh. Well. So it is indeed a bit of a museum then. Cool. And read up on that. In the 1970s, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. Jeez. Oh, page. Read. Give.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
He might have a point. I hope Pat Maine makes it out okay. I don't remember at all.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wondering if the darkness ate him or... Oh, no, wait. I don't think he did, because...
Wake!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
F
Yeah,
off.
and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I believe you, although I think that...
had to get to Mirror Peak.
I think the darkness will kill him. I think that was what was implied in the... Okay.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
I think I've had a lot of close calls with the darkness, man. You know, like actual axes in the face. I think we've been plenty close. Okay, do I just jump down here? I do. Okay then, and I see a green button. That's more or less it. Come now. Ooh, coffee. Yay! And flare, batteries, and full of those. Oh, give. Good. Reload shotgun while we're at it. Very good. Okay then. Curious how we managed to do to make this place into pretty much a death trap for ourselves by some miracle, like making it so difficult to leave this place. But okay, well, I mean, the darkness made it difficult, but you know, we're the ones who just walked in here and waited until nightfall, you know. I'll just read for a second. Hold that thought,
When
Doc.
Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Good thing. So, are we talking enemies or moving objects or both? I'm full of revolver ammo, that's good news. Well, oh! Come on. Ah! Come now. Ow, that's not fair. That's an impossible angle to throw an axe from, and you know it. You threw it right through the geometry. There you go. Come on. And you as well. Up. No, you don't. Ah, man. Okay. Fill up on pistol ammo. So you're a thing. That's cool. There we are. Luckily we have the heavy duty. I don't get any more ammo from picking up the revolver, but right. Not sure if I should just wait until the flashlight is loaded up again, but man. This game sure does not hold your hand, or at least not in the combat scenarios. That's for damn sure. Can I change to the flashbangs if I get a tough... Then again... Now I have guns, so I think I should be fine with just the flares first. I hope. Oh, hi! Also... Oh, okay. Eat it. Eat it like a good boy. There you go. Anyone else? The small taken are not really an issue unless they come and surround me and throw their damn axes at me or surround me and just get in my back, surprising me with their double tap hit and all that, but if I get a good line of sight on them and at a good distance, that's fine. Everything else is the problem, really. What? Oh god. How do I... Can I do anything about that? Is it just gonna do its thing in there? Can I leave? In this direction? Doesn't look like it, no. Okay, I mean, I saw the ladder, I suppose I'm just gonna have to go up that, but man. That looks all kinds of wrong. Oh boy. Yeah, open. That's what I've always wanted to do. Yeah, sure. Sounds like the absolute right thing to do. Don't drop it. Ah, for fuck's sake. Oh boy. Oh, come on. So plan, always get geometry in between you and the items if you can. But yeah, I wanted to like go around the hatch and then try to aim at it from the up angle, from above, from safety. But the game felt like, no, you're going down there. Yay, good, great, awesome. I think I might be able to just...
What the hell?
Oh, good. Where am I going? Here? Right.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Ah, checkpoint reached. That's good, because I'm actually all out of time for this episode and I have to call it here, but I do hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, please do drop a like or a comment or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really, really help, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.